Hey everybody, it's Bill, the Snarky Apologist. Here comes some more shenanigans from the Watchtower Society on 607, okay? You're not gonna... Watch. I'll catch up with you guys later.
Okay, to begin with, if you have God's Word for us through Jeremiah book, open it up to page 54, which is the beginning of chapter 5. If you don't have one, just follow along on the magic monitor.
What friends will you choose? Are they kidding? This is incredible. Here's the height, the epitome of hypocrisy. Here's the Watchtower telling their followers, oh, what friends will you choose? Will you choose friends that engage in Christmas parties and, non-neutral activities in governmental offices and such? Oh, please. This is interesting because the epitome of hypocrisy, it's staggering. But in light of chapter 5 of this book, all right, of Jeremiah, this is going to be very interesting because you're going to see some more deceptiveness on the part of the Watchtower. So let's continue. This is going to be good.
All right, now on page 55, we're going to read about what friendships do you cultivate. And it talks about King Zedekiah consulting Jeremiah on a number of occasions prior to the destruction of Jerusalem. So it's about this destruction of Jerusalem again. You know how they put forth, they try to present, they have to protect the 607 BCE date. If 607 doesn't work out, if that falls, it's like a house of cards and everything else falls, with it. It crumbles like dust in the wind. So they have to protect that 607 date. So let me show you what they've written in this Jeremiah book in regards to protecting and validating that 607 date. All right, now, what they have done here, not unlike the Should You Believe in a Trinity booklet, where they misrepresent almost all their sources entirely, they misrepresent an archaeologist. Specifically, listed here, archaeologist Eilat Mazer reports unearthing a small clay seal impression, or bulla. It was found in 2005 during a supervised excavation of a layer dating back to when Jerusalem was destroyed in 607 BCE. All right, they mention a 607 BCE and archaeologist Eilat Mazer, right? Giving the impression that, oh, look, archaeologist Eilat Mazer supports us and has found information, found this bulla that supports our position that Jerusalem was destroyed in 607 BCE. That's the impression you would get. That is what they are implying. Now they can dance around it and say, "Oh, well, we never said that." No, we didn't say specific. We didn't use those exact letters. In those. No, but you read this, and that's what it implies. Now, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, you know this to be true in your heart of hearts. You know they play fast and loose with the truth. Let me show you something else to prove this. Here is a picture of Dr. Eilat Mazer. She's working on the excavation of the city of David. Now, in this article, Dr. Mazer explains about her experience as an archaeologist with famous Professor Shiloh, also a student of her grandfather's, Professor Benjamin Mazer. So there's a long history of people that verified this accurate date, which is not 607 BCE. Now, here's a piece of the article that's and I'm going to give you the website to this, talking about Jerusalem and the destruction. And here's what Dr. Mazer says. We do not yet have clear evidence of the destruction. We may in the future seasons, but I believe that it was part of the great destruction of Jerusalem in 586 BC by the Babylonians. Wait a minute now. We just saw how the Watchtower's booklet puts Dr. Mazer with a 607 date and not mentioning anything other than that. Interesting, but yet, what do we see that she actually says? She believed the fall of Jerusalem, the destruction, was in 586, not 607. There's your false prophet in action, folks. Don't say you weren't warned. I've been banging this drum for years now. This is what false prophets do. You know it, I know it, they know it. Even that guy over there, he know, and you know it too. Since we're talking about resources, if you want one of the greatest resources on this topic, get The Gentile Times Reconsidered by Carl Olof Johnson. You will not regret it. Mr. Johnson was he was a researcher, a key researcher for the Watchtower Society, and was sent out to verify the 607 date. And guess what? He came back with so much proof that they were wrong that they gave him the old heave-ho. So in closing, let me leave you with this question that started the whole thing by our friends at the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society.